What you think, Charles? When do you think it was peak humanity?
Peak humanity?
Or do you think we've reached it yet?
Peak humanity?
Yeah.
I don't know. The '90s crack was rampant. Um,
Yeah, but the '90s was lit. Everybody at least got along.
probably like 03, 04.
Huh?
03, 04. At least that was my peak of time, you know.
I don't know, bro. The summer of '16 was pretty much it.
I was not having a good time in 2016.
I had the best time of my life in 2016.
Yeah, I was not having a good time in 2016. You hopping on?
I'm on right now, bro.
No, I just sent you an invite.
Been there. Trying to play some rank, some trios. Yeah.
Big ranked.
Either District, let's go.
Trying to play some big ranked.
Trying to get big rank. I know you know this, John.
I do know this.
You hear that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
At night, I think of you. I want to be a nigga, baby. But the game is on you. Call boo. If the love is strong, I'll give my all to you. I've got you on my mind. Yeah. I've been watching you. Yeah, that dance was hilarious, bro. The running man to this song, bro. It was, bro, when the police started doing it, I geeked. Whole police department, like it became a trend. Whole police departments would do it. I don't know why, but hello?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
Great conversation.
Finishing this last beer.
Are you upset with the state of the world, Charles?
Absolutely. R.I.P. King Cobra. R.I.P.
You
Cobra
remember Star
JFS.
Wars?
What'd you say?
Do you remember Star Wars Episode 3?
Yeah.
When the Emperor's giving that speech in the Senate quarters, and he's like, I will fire! And niggas is like, yeah! That's what this is like. And Batman was like, so this is how Liberty dies. With thunderous applause. It's crazy.
It's true.
George Lucas probably like, told you.
My internet's acting up like crazy.
Oh, why? But no, it's really not funny. And Charles, I don't know. I'm scared to like talk about it over like stuff.
You should be.
Like I don't feel free for the first time.
You're not?
I don't feel free, bro.
You're not. You are not free, my friend.
Fancy it. We're already inside the next room. Sniper ammo here.
I don't know, man.
I'm about to sit down and read the Constitution because I've never read it in its whole entirety. Have you?
No. I mean,
I know the Bill of Rights.
Constitution is weird though, man. I mean, because I was just listening to a judge the other day, and he was talking about like the interpretation of things, and like even the Constitution
But-
is very
No,
very.
no, it can't. No, the Constitution is not up for individual interpretation.
No, it's not up for
That's
individual
not-
interpretation, but the problem is it's vague, so it can be given up to individual interpretation, and that's what,
What?
people have done.
What'd you say?
I said the Constitution is extremely vague, which enables it to be put up for which people take advantage of, and they, because of how vague it is, they use that to make it be.
How do you say it's vague?
Because it is vague. This is the wording is that like they don't. The wording that they use in the Constitution makes it vague. It's almost like so. It's the law for what is it? Not disrupting the police investigation. There's a word for.
But that's no. Charles,
No,
that's
no,
not-
that's no. You're
that's,
not
that's a statute.
correct.
not
I correct.
an
I
amendment.
understand that, but the problem becomes is that just because it's a they're coming up here. Hold on.
Who got first blood?
Oh, fuck me.
You never knew I could. Now that is how you are.
So anyway,
Good things on it. How I'm using it as
Before we get so rude,
how I'm
man.
using that as an example is just purely because of the wordage. I'm not using it as an example because of it being a statute or because of it being an amendment.
well, there's
What I'm saying is
there's-
like you're sitting up there and the lawyer says, how vague could that be? And just as vague as constitutional amendment, because the constitutional amendments are the same exact way. And like he said, he's like, well, a cop could say any of this could be.
the amendments are not vague, Charles. Amendments are anything but vague. They are rights. That's like they can't be vague. The First Amendment is your freedom of speech, your freedom of petition, your freedom to assemble, and your freedom to the press. That's what's vague about that. You have the right to do all those things.
Correct.
As per the Constitution.
But that's the problem is that people have taken that right and they have twisted it to be what they want it to be. It's no different than the videos that you watch all the time that you talk to those guys that go out there and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm testing my rights and all this other kind of shit. Like, there's ill effects to those regardless of those people being convicted of whatever the crime is that they're saying they're doing amendment-wise or whatever. Like, you press your luck with that shit and people will eventually find something to get you with or something to bullshit
And then
with.
you file a lawsuit and you sue their jaws off and you call it a day.
Yeah,
Like,
but that's-
so, like just because people break the law doesn't mean it's vague. Like that's why they get sued, because it's not vague. It's not something up to interpretation. Niggas have the right to do what the fuck they want to do in public. And if you don't like it, you can fuck off. You can tell them to stop. You can say fuck you. You can do all that. But
again-
as soon as you arrest somebody and say, hey, this is against the law, that's where that's wrong. You can't do that.
But people do it all the time.
That doesn't.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that people do it all the time, which is why.
Police do it all the time.
Well,
And that's why those people, and that's why those niggas go out and do what they do. Gotta hold these niggas accountable. That's what it's about.
That's the problem. Is not everybody in this world has the money to hold those people accountable, or the time to hold those people accountable. Like not everybody has the time.
Any lawyer, for real, I'm not being facetious or nothing. Any lawyer that sees a civil rights case and it's a slam dunk is gonna take that case. Like that's just what it is because they know they're gonna win. That is another reason why the Constitution of the United States of America is not vague. That's why people should be pissed off about what the fuck Donald Trump is doing.
Right, but that's what I'm saying is he's doing it though.
He's the president. What the fuck are we gonna do about it?
Right, but the
Like,
Constitution
you know what I
is
mean?
supposed to protect us
Like
from
that-
those
but that
people.
doesn't- But that doesn't make the Constitution vague just because the most powerful person on the planet doesn't follow it. Like you know what I mean?
See, I don't know. Like that's the thing is like if one person get away with it, then anybody could.
No, they can't. He's the president of the United States.
I don't know, man. I've just seen too many fucking court
Well, what are
cases
you gonna
get
do?
continued and
That's-
continued and continued.
That's
And what
why-
they
and
do,
That's why people should be pissed off. That's
Why?
exactly why everybody should be mad because this is the most powerful man in the planet, blatantly and unequivocally spitting on the Constitution of the United States of America, and people are like, "Yeah, do that."
right? And that's because some people in this world truly believe that some of those amendments, as long as they don't affect them, don't belong there. And that's the honest truth of the matter, bro. And I think that's really like some people really don't believe that you should be able to go out and just film people. And if there's that's the difference is
Correct.
that if there's
Correct. That's correct. That's fine. You can believe what you want to believe. I can believe that fairies are real.
But this is the problem because of the way that the United States is ran. If enough people believe that, it will get changed.
No, it won't.
See, I think it will.
No, it won't. No, it won't.
If you, yeah, I don't know.
Law is law. Feelings are feelings. At least the country can't enforce people's feelings.
Except to have a shot.
What? Oh, I feel like people shouldn't record in public. Too fucking bad. What the fuck? So what? No one can take Snapchats in public? No one can go to the Suns baseball game and record? Nobody can walk down the street and do a IRL stream? Like, come on, bro.
Well, so it's no different than like we went to Aaliyah's graduation. They told us we weren't allowed to film.
Well, that's where? But where was it?
What'd you say?
Where was it?
It was at the school, outside.
Oh, well then you could have fought that because the school's a public place.
Yeah, but then the state has their own separate laws against videotaping children.
No, you don't.
I know they do.
There's no. No, they don't. There's no law against videotaping children in public.
There's a law about putting children's information out there. So if you're speaking
No,
about
no,
a
it's
child,
not.
I promise you, is there, bro?
No,
Because they were
no,
not.
no,
I was
it's
not.
not.
I was not allowed to be on the news. I can tell you that because they had to take my shit off the news because I was in foster
That's
care.
policy. That's not law. That's not a law. That's just something news channels do.
But your
It's not a law.
No, I was
okay,
not.
okay. If you committed a crime,
Well, I was
yes,
I was
that's
awarded.
different.
Yeah, I was awarded the state. It's no different than if I was molested. They can't
But-
put my information out to anybody. As a
Yeah,
child.
that's different. But if you're recording in public, there's no law against that.
There's no law against
Children-
just
what?
recording a child. Correct.
Exactly. So you were in a school, which is a publicly funded entity, correct?
Right, but yeah, schools
Which makes
also,
it-
but it's also a state-ran.
Which makes it public.
Yeah, but see, they all have their own laws and regulations, or rules, I guess you would
But-
say, and regulations. I guess you could
They
fight
can,
that.
regulations, rules, policies, whatever doesn't trump law.
But again, we're getting into the
None of it matters.
we're getting into the conversation of federal versus state. And yes, I agree with you that federal law almost always trumps state, especially amendment law always trumps state law. But states also have their own constitutions.
Yeah, but but the Constitution of the United States will supersede that. Period.
That's the funny thing is that it doesn't necessarily have to because the state governs themselves. If the state wanted to fight hard enough, I mean, you would end up with a whole civil war aspect again. But the state has the right to govern itself. The same exact.
But this, okay, the states do govern themselves. We are a collection of autonomously ran countries, so to speak. Right. That's what states are in the confines of what the United States of America is.
Correct.
Right? We are a federation of states, is what we are.
Correct.
So each state has their own laws, has their own constitution. Most states, not every state has their own constitution,
Right.
but most states do. Most states have their own, laws regarding transportation, regarding blah 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 blah, regarding all that. But we can freely. But the thing about the United States is yeah, we're technically 50 different autonomously ran, entities, but there's a little thing called the federal government.
Right, which is like, I watched a guy go and try to make this argument in court, and the problem becomes is if a judge will even listen to it. But I watched a guy make the whole, I am a federally governed citizen, I have a federal, license for transportation, and blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff, right? And he was like, I don't need to have a Wisconsin state license to drive my vehicle. And like the guy said, you do need it in the state of Wisconsin. And he was like, but I have the right to, what's it called? And this is where
the right to drive.
this is the thing where it becomes vague, because yes, he has the right, just like the judge said, you have the right for free passage and to not be impeded and all that kind of stuff, but you can walk.
Right. Exactly.
And that's where it becomes vague, though, because it doesn't say drive, it doesn't say walk, it doesn't say any of those things.
Yeah, but each state has their own. But each state has their own legislation on driving.
Correct, but that's the problem.
Not traveling, driving.
Right.
You can claim you're traveling all you want. It doesn't matter. You're driving a 3,000-pound piece of metal.
Right, and so this is the thing. This is the thing. I don't disagree with you, right? But that's a portion of being vague. It doesn't necessarily say like walking. It doesn't necessarily say driving. It does. So it is vague in that aspect. It's not really giving anybody the real like mode of transportation. All it says is transportation. And it gives the states and other people the way to interpret that however they want to interpret it. And most states have chosen to interpret it as traveling does not necessarily mean driving.
Got an enhanced weapon? Ready to use it.
And that's the thing is I'm really not even trying to. So I think it's right. I think it's perfectly right that the state should be able to. I don't know. Actually, to be quite honest with you, I think it should be a federal right to drive a vehicle, but I think that the state should be able to oversee that right. You know what I mean? Like I think that there should be qualifications and things that you need to do in order to drive in a said state. But I do feel like it should be a right to drive. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. Especially in today's day and age. I feel
Absolutely
like
not.
I feel like it should be.
Is it a right to get in a crane and operate it?
But it's a right to own a firearm. Just like it is a right to. I mean, if you're going to give somebody the right to own a firearm, then you should give somebody the right to drive.
I think that's totally different.
I don't. I think that the risk-to-reward ratio there is very similar.
And Charles, let's remember the Constitution was written in when?
Correct. But that's also the reason why I told you that I feel like it needs to be updated a little bit. And that's where we disagree.
Yeah, you don't need to augmentate the Constitution. Like I think it's good.
Getting shot at.
I don't know. I think you're making it a little more complicated than it is, bro.
No, I think when you undercomplicate it, you end up with the issue of people being able to interpret things how they want to interpret it. Like I said,
it doesn't matter about interpretation. That's the thing. It is what it is.
So, but that's like what I'm saying is like I said. I mean, if what's not vague about saying you have the right to transfer to travel
You have
unimpeded.
the right to travel unmolested.
Correct. You're not supposed to be able.
Unlawfully.
Yeah, correct. Unimpeded. So what's not vague about that? Because there's 17 different ways to travel. You could fly. You could fucking. You could ride a motorcycle.
It says travel. It says travel. But there's laws on how you travel,
Right.
and which you travel in.
But that's the thing
Like
is,
if you're driving a 3,000-pound vehicle that can go 100 miles per hour, I think you should be certified, and I think you should be taught how to handle that vehicle. And I feel like if you don't have that, you get pulled over and you get a ticket. It sucks. But that is what it is.
I generally feel the same
Like,
way.
walk. That's not up for interpretation. That's just saying the cops can't fuck with you. You haven't done shit. That's all. That's all the Fourth Amendment is. That's all it's saying. It doesn't say you have the right to drive a car. It doesn't say you have the right to handle heavy machinery. It doesn't say none of that. It says you have the right to unreasonable searches and seizures.
Correct, but that's being vague would mean that somebody's using their own interpretation, and that guy that was using fuck me, hold on, let me concentrate. My bad.
You fucking these niggas up, man. I could talk about the Constitution all day long.
Oh, I could too. I mean, and that's the thing is, I don't have a problem with the Constitution. I just feel like
I think it's a beautiful, beautiful document.
See, I actually don't think it's as important as everybody. I don't think it's not important. I don't think it's really as special as everybody makes it out to be. But I mean,
Why? It guarantees you your freedoms. What do you mean you don't think it's important?
I said I don't think it's as special as everybody makes it out to be.
Why? Oh, that's a fucking thing?
Yeah, you can't shoot through that.
That enemy's been tagged. Opponent right here.
I don't know. I think it's a very special document. I think it's one of the best documents ever written, actually. This nigga through the wall. I'm trying to shoot him and shit.
Yeah, you can't shoot through that really well.
Broken enemy shield.
Down range. Down to target.
Oh.
Reloading.
Oh shit. He's tripping.
Reloading. Enemy down.
They're just gonna craft him.
The ring closes in 1 minute, but it's right there.
He's chasing.
Let's take this jump tower.
I mean, Charles. The police swear an oath to uphold the Constitution.
Correct, but all I'm saying is there's literally court cases, probably at least daily, if not more than that, that are arguing people's rights, constitutional rights, all the time, and
Yes,
they
because it's not-
don't always come out in what you would consider to be constitutional. Is all I'm saying.
Right. So you take it to the next court.
Right, and but there's also like because of the way that our justice system is, there's not people that have the money or time or to do those things, man. And that's the reason why people's their constitutional rights get stepped on all the time because people don't have the right or the
agree with
time
that.
or the money to sit there and fight.
I agree with that, but I totally 100% agree with that. But I still don't think that makes it vague, though. I think that's just a blatant abuse of power.
See, I think it's
That's-
really. I think
that's
it's.
what
I don't
that
even
is.
think it's.
It's not-
I don't even think it's a blatant. I think it's vagueness. I think it enables people to try to twist it and use it to their own. And being vague allows them to do that. When it doesn't say something just straightforward and absolute, it.
So
becomes-
how would you word the Fourth Amendment? So it's not vague.
I mean, it's hard not to. It's hard to really. You would have to make multiple laws. That's the problem.
That's why there's multiple amendments.
Correct, but the problem is that amendment really, like the Fourth Amendment, protects against unreasonable searches and seizures. Correct.
Right.
Correct. So, but now the problem becomes, you have so many different cops that come up with different, reasons for why they're doing searches and seizures. Now, some things
What, you
have been
talk about probable cause?
correct. Now you're arguing probable cause because that amendment is really all about probable cause. Is all it's about.
Right, but probable cause is a definable thing.
It's almost like the smelling marijuana in somebody's car thing being probable cause. People
But that's
argue
illegal now.
correct, but it used to be legal. They
I mean, what? I mean, what's not? I just don't understand what you mean. It's vague. Like, it's not vague at all to me. Like, it's pretty cut and dry. This is what the fuck y'all can do. And you're arguing that just because people don't follow it means it's vague. That's not what that means.
because you're saying
It
don't
just
you're
means
saying
when
don't
people don't follow it.
you're saying don't follow it, and I'm saying that they are justified in not following it. Like judges justify people in not following it. You take that court, you
Right.
take that case.
Right, because because a case by case basis is different. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
I'm dead.
Cracked an enemy shield. Shield is cracked.
Good save. I'm finishing this nigga.
Healing. Watch my back. Frag out.
I need a shield bat. Like just I need a small one. Really.
Sight. Down another.
Let me get rid of this fucking wingman, dude.
Dash is in here, bro. She just went up.
There's another team. There's another team. There's another fucking team. See? Right? I think the limits are straightforward, but I think they're vague enough to where I think the founding fathers, honestly, well, mostly Hamilton, when they were writing the Bill of Rights and your amendments, I think those guys, those men, were smart enough to understand that the human, like, things were going to change. I seriously doubt that Thomas Jefferson and Alexander Hamilton honestly thought that people were going to, like, this was the pinnacle of human technology. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think,
See, again, that's something you and me disagree on because I don't put that much hope or knowledge or really faith in any of those people. I don't think they were that special.
they were brilliant.
I don't think they were.
Brave, courageous
I don't really think they were.
who just lived. Yes!
I don't think they
All
were.
right, Charles. All
I,
right,
I really don't.
You, let's say, you. All right.
It's like saying John Smith was an amazing man coming over here and finding Jamestown, doing all that kind of shit. Do you also know that he was also supposed to be kicked off the boat coming over from Europe because he was
Yes.
he was a mutiny and
That's called
he was a piece of,
resilience. It's called resilience.
he was a mutineer.
In your. Well, it's
He
called-
was a
Charles,
drunkard. He was.
I don't think you. I don't think, like, you have to remember the time. When you're
I
talking
just-
about history, you have to remember the context of what you're talking about has taken place. Like, people be like, oh, well, George Washington was a terrible person because he owned slaves. Man, slavery was fucking illegal.
Absolutely.
Like, what?
And I don't blame him for that
what
at
do I
all.
want to say about that?
Right, and I don't blame him for that at all.
Like,
I don't
and,
think any
like,
lesser
you
of
know
him
what-
because of that. George Washington was also one of the worst generals, the worst leaders in historical times until the Revolutionary War. He was a failure for years and years of his life. He was an
But-
absolute failure. Just because you're a
And
failure
that's
doesn't
what makes him
mean
a great
just because
man.
you're a failure doesn't mean you can't do amazing things.
and
That's-
George Washington, I think George Washington, listen, bro, George Washington, I don't give a fuck. They own slaves, whatever. I know in my, I know in my heart of hearts, I don't know this for sure, so I never talk about it. But Thomas Jefferson is one of my idols, bro. Like, I honestly love Thomas Jefferson. Because even though he owned slaves and he had kids with the slaves and he was Yeah, I mean, he understood, and I think I think this is why he slept with his slaves, because I think he was so conflicted by his ideology and the laws, the land, like, I seriously think Thomas Jefferson was a troubled man, because I don't think he necessarily wanted to be a slave owner, but he was a rich white man, and it was the status quo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. As I just don't put. I don't know.
Like, you don't think Ben Franklin's a special person?
Ben Franklin was a special person, but I don't think he was more special than, I wouldn't put Ben Franklin up there with Neil deGrasse Tyson. Personally,
I would.
I wouldn't put Ben Franklin up there with.
Maybe not intelligence-wise, but we're talking impact on humanity. You think Neil deGrasse Tyson has a bigger impact on humanity than Benjamin Franklin?
We're not also talking about one person. I mean, we're talking about the founding fathers as a whole, because all
We're talking about
all
the
that
man
stuff
that
was.
invented. We're talking about the man that invented the almanac. We're talking about the man that invented newspapers. We're
Right.
talking about the man that invented the volunteer fire department. We're
Yeah,
talking
but you
about
also
the,
you also understand that he stole 3/4 of those ideas from somebody else. He was a great
so
businessman.
did Thomas Edison.
Right, but it's no different than Donald Trump. Like, if you want to say that man is crazy intelligent and all that kind of stuff, you would have to say that Donald Trump is a crazy intelligent man, a great businessman. But in order to be a great businessman, I don't idolize anybody that has stolen or taken from another person, because I don't believe that that's okay. I don't believe that that's right. I don't idolize Ben Franklin. I don't at all. I think he was a piece of shit.
I don't idolize Ben Franklin either,
Think-
but
yeah.
I respect him as a historic figure.
I don't even respect him as a historical figure, because it wasn't his idea. He's written into history because he was the victor. That was it. He didn't do anything special besides steal somebody else's idea and use his business to literally steal somebody else's idea. That's what he did. He used the laws and the same exact amendments that we're talking about right now to steal somebody else's idea, and then cause him to go mentally insane and off himself. Basically, not really off himself, but mentally off himself. I don't idolize that at all. I can't. There's no way I can idolize that.
I do. His contributions to humankind are.
But that's not his
unequivocal.
That's not his contribution. That was somebody
How is it
else's.
not his?
Because he stole it.
How is it not his? He invented the almanac. That's his shit. Like, what do you mean? That's like saying the Winklevoss twins. That's like saying Mark Zuckerberg is a terrible person for inventing Facebook because it wasn't his initial idea.
Correct. He's a piece of shit for that. He stole it from somebody else. And if you've watched the movie about it, the documentary that they have about it, he was a total piece of shit about the way that he did it. He kicked the dude out of his own business. They were supposed to be friends.
Well, now they're both billionaires, so what the
Well,
fuck?
he sued him, and he got some money, but he doesn't have Mark Zuckerberg money. But yeah, the dude's not living a bad
He
life.
also did invent Facebook.
Right.
Like the man.
It's no
invented-
different.
it was
It's
his
no different
idea.
than Steve Jobs.
Well, Steve Jobs. I don't even know why Steve Jobs is famous. I don't know. Steve Jobs. That nigga didn't do nothing. Rest in peace. But all right, now we're on the.
It's like Henry. It's
historic
like I
figures.
get mad when people say that Henry Ford invented the car. He didn't invent the car.
No,
He invented
who says that?
Plenty of people, because they are uneducated.
Well, that's just them being stupid.
Right, but I get mad about that all the time, because you're not giving the person that deserves the accolades is not getting the accolades that they deserve.
It's Mercedes and Benz.
Correct. That's just the truth. And there's nothing you can do to argue about that. I understand that the
They're over here. They're over here. They're over here. How did he see me before I see them? Damn, strafing. Alright, we got locked in.
That was not good. But yes,
Alright.
Henry Ford deserves some types of accolades for the assembly line. But that's it.
He revolutionized the car.
Right. He revolutionized the assembly line. Because they don't just use the assembly line in cars, they use it in everything. So you have to give him even more accolades than that. But he also came up with the 5-day work week. You know, like there was things that he
Yeah,
did
fuck
that
that
were
nigga.
there was
He really did invent the 5-day 40-hour work.
You also got to think of what was going on during the time period that the founding fathers were alive. I mean, we were. I don't know, man. Like, I really have a hard time idolizing anybody that was with the massacres of the Native Americans. I mean, I can't idolize a lot of people for that. I
But a
can't.
lot of the founding fathers really didn't do that.
They
The
didn't.
only person that really did that was Andrew Jackson.
Right, but they weren't really a part of it. But they weren't doing anything to stop it. The same exact. If you're not going to stand up for what's right all the time, then why would I?
But listen. But most of the founding fathers, like Washington, Jefferson, Adams, most of like the first 6 presidents, honestly, bro, they didn't want the Native Americans to be moved off their land. They didn't want that. But the states did. So the president, and they were noble men. So they didn't want to enact their will on the country. They wanted the country to decide for themselves. That's why they're great men. Because they put their own personal feelings to the side and said, y'all figure it out. That's a leader. Come here, bud. Adams didn't, bro, Jefferson didn't want to hurt the Native Americans. He wanted peace with everybody. But everybody wanted to expand. And then he was pressured into buying the Louisiana Purchase from Napoleon.
Hold on, bro.
Because the states wanted it. We were like, manifest destiny, manifest destiny. And then when you got the Polk, it was game over then. We was done. We was cooked. Everybody wanted more land. So Polk did what the fuck he wanted to do. Oh, some shit. That nigga Polk really did what he wanted, bro. For real. Like, James K. Polk was a piece of shit. He perpetrated a war with Mexico. He's a lot like Donald Trump, honestly.
My bad, bro. Sorry, Ryan woke up and he's crying about his mom, so I had to take him downstairs.
Yeah, James K. Polk was a piece of shit. James K. Polk was a piece of shit. Andrew Jackson was a piece of shit. Donald Trump was a piece of shit. Who are like the worst presidents? Nixon was a piece of shit. Andrew Johnson was a piece of shit. Yeah, there wasn't too many presidents that were just straight up pieces of shit.
I mean, listen, our idols are allowed to be different. Mine are just much more scientific.
Who's your idol?
Isaac Newton.
Pedophile.
It was also normal back then. 2 of them are done up over here. Both of them. Actually, they're downed, actually. They're healing. They're resting, actually, right now.
I don't know why I'm so fucking not in it right now.
They're in here.
Come on, bro. Alright. We're done talking about history. let's lock in and win some games.
Okay.
Because we're getting cooked. You're smart, Charles. I like talking with you.
No problem. I like talking to you too, bro. I think you're an intelligent person.
You're not a big dummy.
No, we have differing opinions, but I don't think it makes either one of us dumb. I love to have different opinions. I enjoy talking to people with different opinions. It's what the world needs more of.
Terry said I was a nut job for being a liberal.
Should be
I was
nice.
like, what?
It should be nice to. It really, honestly, it should excite people to talk to people about different opinions, but they don't like
Yeah,
it.
who the fuck wants to live in an echo chamber their whole fucking life?
It excites me every single time that I figure out somebody has a different
MAGA.
opinion. Because I want to
That's
know.
awesome.
I want to know how you feel. I want to know why you feel the way that you feel. I want to know. I want to know really everything. I don't know. That's been like one of my biggest interests in my entire life. Why do you think the way that you think? What's your reasoning for it? Why do we disagree? That's. If I could find a job that existed to do that, it would be fucking great. It's a politician.
You could be Charlie Kirk.
I don't really want to be a politician.
I hate Charlie Kirk. He's a fucking real piece of shit.
I think that the
So is
problem.
Ben
I think
Shapiro.
the problem with people like Ben Shapiro and Charlie Kirk is that they feel like if you differ from their opinion, then you're wrong. And that's
Right.
that's the problem. Is there's a difference between having a
Like, we could be wrong. We can disagree, bro.
and both be
And
right.
still both be right.
Yeah.
Like,
Because a lot of politics and a lot of that shit's all opinionated. A lot of it's all about your personal experiences and how you
Do you
grew
know,
up and how you lived and
yeah.
everything.
do you know Dean Winters?
No.
Well, he's this liberal, like young nigga, bro. 22, something like that. Young boy. And he made a good point the other day about conservatism. He was like, and honestly, bro, I really don't care if you're conservative or not. Like, I understand why you would be, why somebody would want to be conservative. Like, I get it. Like, you want to hold on to traditional values. You don't want change. You know what I mean? You want the government to stay out your face, not tell you what to do. And I get that. I totally understand that. But, like, the one thing about conservatism that gets me every time is religion. It's Christianity, bro. It's like,
It's not.
y'all know you could be a Christian, right? And not give a fuck if someone gets an abortion.
Well, they can't though, because that goes against their Christian ideas. You really can't.
Like-
it's hard to do that. I mean, it tells you, it's hard to not have an opinion about something that your Bible tells you should have an opinion about. Now, the difference is that the Bible doesn't necessarily tell you to criticize or
Oppose it.
castrate
Right.
somebody, but
Right. But because that's Jesus. That was Jesus' whole thing. He was like, you lead people with love. That's what he said. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think they misinterpreted what Jesus. If Jesus came back tomorrow, which side would he be on?
I don't think he'd be on the side.
Huh?
I don't think he'd be on the side.
But do you think he'd be a little more liberal leaning?
I don't think Jesus would choose any sides, personally. I don't think that
I'm
was-
just saying.
Do I think he would his
ideology-wise,
his ideology? But I don't really think Jesus has an ideology. Jesus doesn't have his own ideology. Jesus has God's ideology. But I mean,
But Jesus is God, so it is his ideology.
well, it depends on what religion you believe in. 'cause-
Well, if you're a Christian, most sects believe in the Trinity, right?
Nah, like I was a Lutheran. Jesus wasn't God. And the Holy Spirit wasn't God himself either. The Catholics are real big into the Holy Trinity, but no, they were all different things. When I went to Sunday school and shit, Jesus followed God. Jesus was God's son. He was not God.
Right.
He was his son. The Holy
Well,
Trinity
some
was
sects do.
the Holy Trinity was a spirit. It was God's
The
spirit.
Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Yes. Yeah, but when you do like basic cast or Catholic vows, most of the time it's all three are the same. Yeah, it's
Jehovah's
Christianity's
Witnesses don't believe in the Trinity either.
Christianity is weird. It's very
Christianity is it's very strange. It's a very strange religion. I don't understand it. So I stopped. I was like, I can't. This is weird.
because
Like, it's weird, bro. Like, if you really sit down and think about it, bro, it's weird.
what's weird about
What
it
do you
is
mean?
it's
I gotta follow
see,
this big book of rules.
see, it's funny too because like a lot of people will tell you that the Bible's not vague, but to me the Bible is extremely vague.
The Bible's, I'll agree with you there. The Bible's the most vague piece of literature ever written. Let's go!
Both of them.
What? He's
Who
cheating.
hit you?
He's cheating. This sparrow over here.
Where's he at?
He ran. Res a nigga. Alright, let's lock in, Charles. What the fuck? He's cheating, bro. I honestly think he's cheating. Alright, where are we going? I gotta get this PK. Where are they? Oh, they're on doubles. Over here. You see him? You got missiles?
Yeah, I need a scope.
The fuck? Where'd they all go? I hear some. Oh, there. Oh my god! I gotta heal up all the way. They're nice, bro.
You guys going over there?
Huh?
Are you still over there?
Fuck. I'm out of here. Alright.
He was just peeking out that corner there.
Oh no. Let's go, I got one.
I need any type of health.
Good shit.
Got my stinger over here.
Stupid. I knocked one down here. Rest. Coming up. Where's our teammate? What a pussy.
Did he run?
Who was holding it down? This thing has 666 damage. Yikes.
Give me a sec. Healing.
Damn, your homie really just dipped it.
Rampart main. Don't see many of them. I knocked somebody in the storm. I'm dead as fuck. Miss C. Damn, Miss C knocking everybody. Miss C got the Spitfire RE combo. That shit caught.
Good voice. Good voice. Chip cutie.
Fuck you, Charles. It's all about.
Oop, don't you scratch me. No. Get off.
Scratch him. Scratch him, he's a bitch.
Actually, I don't mind cats.
Coming back. I love cats. They're my favorite.
I prefer dogs. Oh.
Homie gets instantly ran up on.
Where are we going?
Yeah, go to the little jump pad joint.
Let's go over here.
Okay. No, he's won! Bruh, this shit is crazy, bro. Caustics are crazy! Oh! Oh! I hit the nigga for 60! Charles.
What?
Charles.
What?
Why aren't we getting ranked?
I got plus 15, but yeah. I don't know.
Has to be a problem here. What's the problem, Charles? What's the fucking problem, huh? Nah. This next game's our match, bro. We winning. We want to go out. That's how I know I'm bored. If I want to leave a house for real, to be social, I'm bored. Cause ain't no way. I love being in the house, bro. It's literally my favorite.
Well,
Like-
I'm about to start arguing with somebody on Facebook.
What?
About to start arguing with
What?
somebody on Facebook.
About what? Global warming? Trump?
No, so a girl posted her picture on some site. I don't even know what the fuck it is. It's called like, I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm not subscribed to it or anything. It's just been popping up on my feed. But anyway, I was sitting in the comments because I was trying to figure out what the fuck it was, and some guy posted this girl's like some guy posted this mugshot of the girl, right? And one guy was like, one guy said, "Serious, Arnold, you got too much time in your hands." And then Chris Castro said, "Right, dude, it's kind of weird for that. LOL. How can you be so triggered by a random post of a random picture by a random person that you take the time to do this?" And Joshua Post says, "To do a simple Google and warn people, wild take on your part. I think what you meant is thank you." And I posted, "It's a misdemeanor charge. People make mistakes." She has a misdemeanor domestic battery charge from 2012.
Probably smacked your man's in the face
Yeah.
or something. Punched on him.
Yeah, he's like, "You gotta warn people." I'm like, "Of what?"
Of what? People are weird like that.
It's a misdemeanor charge. So what am I just like? I don't know.
That's because we got charges, Charles. So we be taking offense to shit like that.
I do, bro, because it's like everybody acts like they're perfect or something. Like you never made a mistake in your life.
Come on, guys. I was 19, bro. Like, come on.
I was
Like, I
18.
wasn't
What do you
even
mean?
Fucking anything.
Yeah.
Like, I was barely an adult. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was still in high school.
Just watch, this guy's gonna post back. He's gonna be like, "She's a horrible person. Who cares if it's a misdemeanor?" I'm like, "I got 3.
Right.
Am I just a piece of trash now? You don't deserve any rights.
felonies, my boy.
You don't deserve any rights. Like what? Nobody ever deserves to love you. Why?
Wow.
That's how this dude is.
You'll ever deserve happiness and a second chance.
And if he says some dumb shit like that, I'm like, "You know what I can do? Still own a gun. Still buy a gun."
Yeah, shut up.
Oh yeah, my bad. I forgot. What? You can't own a gun?
Yeah.
I mean, you can go through the process and try to get your right back to own a firearm, but
I ain't writing the fucking governor. Hey man, can I have a strap, please? No. Aw. That's my fault.
I watched the video of a guy do it. He went all the way, and I think they eventually said yes, but he went through hell to get it done. It was something he was
running the Sentinel this game.
he was explaining it. He was like, it was like 20 different. It wasn't even court hearings. They were just like meetings.
I want that. Nah, fuck you. Pigeons! Look at just fucking come. He said for me, oh, thank you. Thank you. That shit was mad weird. Maybe they are trying to turn our kids gay. The kids that I played this game with, bro, don't give a fuck if this is gay. Some of these niggas is gay. They don't even give a fuck. They just want to shoot niggas.
Oh, Walter.
My water. Yeah, alright. You don't even have a face.
We don't even know what you are.
Right. You could be a fucking rodent under there for all we know.
He's got a big
Fucking
ponytail
Jawa.
and shit.
So I'm rocking the rampage because I can't find a fucking.
Oh,
I'm not rocking
I
this.
got the Devo.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
That gun sucks now. In my opinion. Oh, hey, we're playing with Nicole.
How you doing, Nicole?
Chances she's a fat bitch.
What are the chances it's a man?
Chill, bruh. Who's a man? You think he's a man?
I don't know. You're never gonna know.
Huh?
You're probably never gonna know.
You know, I mean, we could ask her.
That don't mean she's telling the truth.
You. What you mean who? You out? What does it? What? What'd she say? I don't know what she said. What are the two T's? I don't know that. Oh, I think she's talking in game chat.
Hold on, let's see.
Hold up, go to game chat real quick.
Can you hear me? Hello? I don't know why I can't hear you. Why can't I hear you? Oh, we're gonna end up dying. I'm messing with my settings and shit. Yeah, go get him, Stinger. I'm angry.
That was not a woman, bro. That was 100% man.
You think so?
You didn't hear her talk?
Nah, I didn't hear nothing.
It sounded like a 17-year-old little boy.
She could be going through testosterone therapy, you know? You don't know.
I'm just playing. But she really didn't sound like a man at all.
She didn't sound like a man? Like she did or she didn't?
She did. She definitely did, bro. She's like, do I sound like a man? I was like, yeah.
I couldn't hear her.
Yeah, you did. But she didn't say nothing else. I think I hurt her feelings. Is it Nicole again?
Hey, get off my chair. Get off my chair.
What if it was the Nicole I used to fuck with? That'd be funny as fuck. That bitch ghosted me.
No, get off my chair. Get off my chair. Get off my chair.
She wanted to fuck me anywhere. That shit was wild. Was that wild? That's kind of wild, Charles.
It was a little crazy.
Was you concerned for me?
No, you a grown man.
Why don't you be like, yo, bro, she's a whore. You know that, right? Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know who she was or what she was about. Or none of that. I had no clue.
She did slide through a lot, didn't she?
Yeah, I had no idea what she was up to. I didn't know.
Yo, you're a funny ass nigga, bro. You don't be trying to make no assumptions.
No, I don't like making assumptions.
Nope. I don't know. Nope. Mm-mm. I have no idea. Nope. Oh, what? What'd you say? Oh, look, we got a TTV nigga. El Pueblo Canto. Honduras.
Honduras?
It's probably Elder's brother.
I don't know how to spell Honduras, but
Honduras? He's gonna be like, pendejo. Yeah, what you want, brown boy? Niggas will never hit me except to get.
that motherfucker literally just climbed all the way up there.
That's kind of lit. You can do it too, you know.
I could double jump. I don't know if I can climb like that though.
Yeah, you can keep climbing. Climb the wall. You didn't know that, did you?
Yeah, but I don't think I could do it once.
No, you can keep doing it.
Oh, for real?
This is passive.
I didn't know you could do it a bunch of times. I thought you could do it once.
Climbing? Maybe wrong. Try it.
So I know, like, I get a free one, and then if I'm climbing, I get one. Let's see. I mean, it's pretty tall, so it's hard to find somewhere where I can do that. There's that other one. Let's see, I'll try to do it on this wall here. If I can just keep doing it right now. No, you can only do it once. I mean, it gets you pretty high, so I'm not complaining.
So does weed.
It does. It does, yeah.
Sasquatch motherfucker.
Relax. Oh man. I
What?
just remembered R.I.P. JFS Code King Cobra. Or no. Yeah, Codes. Homie died today.
Oh, who the fuck that is?
He was this autistic guy that used to make videos in Casper, Wyoming on YouTube. He was real weird. Kind of like, looked kind of like he didn't take care of himself. Well, he didn't take care of himself, but the only thing I can say about the dude is, like, I never really watched a lot of his videos, but I saw a few of them, and they used to a lot of people used to make fun of him and shit. And yeah, like, he was autistic and had a bunch of some defiant disorder and a bunch of other shit. But
Was he that really fat one?
no, he wasn't really fat or nothing. He was balding. His teeth were real fucked up. He was like super into Ozzy Osbourne. Was kind of gothic and shit. But he used to, bro. Like when his last few, because I was reading about it today. His last few live streams he did, he was like blackout drunk at like 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning, and then would wake up at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and then get blackout drunk again on live stream. Yeah.
It's a lot of drinking.
But he was 34 years old.
What he died of?
They don't know. He died this, I think, either Friday or Thursday. They're gonna do an autopsy. His dad made some video about him.
What's his name?
King Cobra JFS. Real weird looking guy, but the one thing I can say about him is homie was himself, and he was himself regardless of, you know what I mean, what anybody thought about him. He was real weird though. Super weird, but
Why'd you like him?
I didn't really like him. There was a few, like, people would make these videos about him where they call him like a low-cal, which is like supposed to be basically like a nasty guy, piece of shit, whatever. And I'd watch the documentaries, and then eventually I ended up watching the video.
Someone pulling out.
Yep, I got it. There's one right behind here. Where are they coming from?
It's all right.
I'm low on the light.
What?
Hold on, I'm really low on light. Hey, no light anymore around here.
Better take it or die.
The next. We gotta go the other way. This way.
Oh. Video killed the radio. stars.
You could go around here if you wanted to.
Why? Chill out. He was creeping up here. I got 29 damage, guys. I'm out here balling. Don't nobody got no 29 damage.
I only got 332. I ain't much above you.
Oh boy. God. Here, come here. Come here. Here, come here. I don't need the gold mags. Come built in with that perk. With the salt legends. It's dope. I like that perk. Top. They up in there or what?
They're up top. And a team just went in. Healing.
All over here.
Grenade.
Shoot up, shoot up. Got a bat in there.
She's chasing you.
Use a safe. Recharging my shields. Keep everybody down. Stop. Everybody in the ring.
1
All right, bro.
All right, man. Love you, bro.
Oh, you too, bro. I'll talk to you. Alright, guys, that's it for the night. Go to sleep.